You are watching Soap Opera Daily, your number one source for the bold and the beautiful updates.
Hello, bold and the beautiful fans. The weeks ahead from July 21 to August 1 will see Luna Nozawa being in a coma while Finn starts to become more suspicious. Ridge Forrester will soon realize his one true love. Also, watch out as Liam Spencer gets some clarity as Ivy Forrester returns to LA. OMG, a lot is happening in the coming weeks, but before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell right here on Soap Opera Daily. Week of July 21 to 2025. So on Monday, July 21, we saw Grace Buckingham being questioned by Bridget Forrester. She wanted to know why Grace let Liam Spencer go home right after major thoracic surgery for that gunshot wound. Turns out, Grace did an experimental procedure on Liam. Bridget doesn't know the full story yet, but Finn does. He's aware of what Grace did, even if Grace doesn't realize it. Meanwhile, Steffy and Hope are both really worried about Liam. They've been holding their breath, hoping he pulls through. The good news is that Liam finally wakes up and he has a serious discussion with his father, Bill. Bill tells him the tumor is gone. Grace ran a new MRI and everything looks perfect. He even says it's a miracle, but we think there's more to the story. Next up, on Tuesday, July 22nd, Nick Marone is back, and he's turning on the charm for Brooke Logan. He's being super sweet, super romantic, doing everything he can to win her over. Brooke is tempted, but she's still trying to hold back. Elsewhere, Eric Forrester is having this deep conversation about love, life, and second chances. The Forrester trip to Italy gets confirmed, and it looks like Eric might be planning something while everyone's away. On Wednesday, July 23rd, we find out why Brooke's been hesitant with Nick. It's because she gives Ridge Forrester one last shot. She tells Ridge to end things with Taylor and be with her. She basically says, "Don't deny our destiny." But the Forrester patriarch is not budging at all and wants to stick with Taylor. This will finally push Brooke towards Nick. This will make things tense between Ridge and Nick. They don't throw punches, but there's definitely a heated war of words. Ridge is clearly jealous, but he has to keep it cool for Taylor's sake. Still, you can tell this love triangle is far from over. Soon, Daphne Rose returns from Paris, and Carter Walton is completely shocked. If you're wondering how Hope feels about all this, let's just say she's not thrilled. On Thursday, July 24th, Taylor starts to sense that Nick might be planning to make a move on Brooke during the trip. This doesn't upset Taylor. She feels if Nick gets closer to Brooke, that could work in her favor with Ridge. But Nick isn't tagging along just to stir things up. Marone Industries is based in Italy, so it actually makes sense that he'll be there. Meanwhile, Eric gets emotional and has a serious heart-to-heart with Ridge. He tells him not to walk away from Brooke. Eric really believes Ridge and Brooke are meant to be together, and he's not hiding it anymore. He wants Ridge to break things off with Taylor and follow his heart. Back home, Steffy and Liam are having a moment. After everything Liam's been through, Steffy is really showing up for him. They're connecting again, especially after his near-death experience. At this point, it seems like the gunshot and the surgery were more life-threatening than the cancer. At the end of the week, on Friday, July 25th, we see something surprising from Steffy. She gives Sheila a small reason to feel hopeful. Sheila stops by to check on Liam after the shooting, and Steffy doesn't shut her down completely. It's a small moment, but it could mean Sheila might get the chance to reconnect with Finn. Maybe she won't be totally pushed out of their lives after all. Nick also catches up with Taylor before the Italy trip. They have a little heart-to-heart, and Taylor definitely encourages him to keep pursuing Brooke. She seems fully on board with Nick getting closer to her. Meanwhile, Finn continues to feel uneasy about Grace. That miracle surgery she performed on Liam is starting to feel more and more suspicious. Week of July 28th to Aug 1, 2025. Now let's get into the week of July 28th. This is when the Italy episodes finally begin. For the next week and a half, everything takes place on location in Naples and Capri. These episodes will air through Tuesday, August 5. Genji's also back. He's the B&B intern, played by Oliver Bell, who is actually Brad Bell's son. It's fun to see him return during this big storyline, Nick is all in on the romance. After Taylor encourages him to go for it, he decides not to hold back. He's pulling out all the stops to win over Brooke. His company, Marone Industries, is based in Naples, so it makes sense that he's already there. Brooke, Ridge, and Eric all end up in Naples too, which sets the stage for what's coming. This is where Ridge has an accident that changes everything. We know it involves Ridge ending up in the water. That moment makes him realize that Brooke is the love of his life. This is the end of Nick's chances with Brooke. It's also the end of Ridge and Taylor's engagement. Brad Bell has said that after this, Brooke and Ridge will be together for good. And that's everything for the next 2 weeks on The Bold and the Beautiful. Will Ridge and Brooke finally find their forever? Will Nick back off? And what's really going on with Grace and Liam's recovery? So don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell right here on Soap Opera Daily. See you in the next one.